Coming to you from deep inside the bowels of a great big empty. Get ready for another episode of The Home Defense Show with Skip Coryell.
Hey folks, welcome back to The Home Defense Show. This is your host Skip Coryell. Today we are speaking about mass shooters. More specifically, asking the question, why aren't more mass shooters stopped by good guys with guns? I've been just milling that question around for, several days now. You know, we had the El Paso shooting, we had the Dayton shooting, and then just today we had that guy go into a Walmart in Springfield, Missouri, with an AR-15, tactical vest, body armor, and just walk around filming himself. But he was stopped by a good guy with a gun, a firefighter. That just happened. I just read about that an hour ago, so I don't know all the details on that, but we'll be talking about that as well, just not today. I'm going to wait a few more facts to come in to find out what's going on. Was he just was he an open carrier, just proving a point, or was he really going to do a mass shooting? We'll wait and we'll find out on that. I think the answer to the question, one answer is, there aren't as many people carrying guns, good guys with guns, as we'd like. Bob S., when he made that statement, he said, "I can't believe that out of 1,000 people in Walmart, that not one was carrying a gun." And I think it's conceivable that there were 1,000 people in there and not one was carrying a gun. I went ahead and I did the research, I did the math, and I got these stats from the United States Concealed Carry Association, which, Tim Smith's group, I think it's a pretty good group. They know what they're talking about, and they do their due diligence. On their website, it says the number of CHLs in Texas is 1.4 million. CHL, that stands for Concealed Handgun License. Every state has a different term for it. In Michigan, it's CPL. Concealed Pistol License. In Utah, it's CFP, Concealed Firearms Permit. In Iowa, it's CCW. It's different all over. But there are 1.4 million CHLs in the state of Texas. That is 4.88% of the population. That's almost 5%. That's not a huge number. Not a huge number at all. And there were approximately 1,000 people in the El Paso Walmart. 4.88% of 1,000 is 48.8. So there were roughly, 49 people could have been legally armed in that Walmart. Can 48.8 armed good guys stop one mass shooter? I think so, yeah. One guy can do it if he's got all the right stuff. So the answer is definitely yes, but the question is, were there 48.8 people carrying in that Walmart? No, we don't have any evidence of even one good guy with a gun being in that Walmart. We have evidence of a whole bunch of people running for the exits. That's what we have. Why not? Why weren't there good guys with guns in that Walmart? Well, I've had conflicting reports. John Lott is saying that it was a gun-free zone, but I'm not sure that's true yet. There's just conflicting reports. Was it or wasn't it? I don't know. But the bottom line there, I think, is 94% of mass shootings since 1950 have occurred in gun-free zones. So that's certainly a factor. I mean, it's a definite factor because we're honest, law-abiding citizens, right? we don't ignore the law. So when the law says you can't carry here, we don't carry here. Did that stop this mass shooter? No. And in fact, the evidence is that they look for soft targets. This latest shooter in El Paso, he put out his manifesto, and the manifesto said, look for soft targets. He says there's nothing, you don't need to be ashamed of looking for soft targets. If they've got an armed security guard, go ahead and, pass that one by. Look for a different spot because they have better training than you and they have a gun. That makes sense because their goal, shoot and kill as many people as possible. But we have to be honest with ourselves as concealed carry community. Even in the permissive zones, even in places that we're allowed to carry, it's not likely that people will be carrying. And what do I base that on? Well, I base it partly on my own experience. I've trained well over 12,000 people how to carry concealed. And I know the average concealed carry holder. The average concealed carry holder isn't like you and I. My audience, let's face it, we're gun nuts, right? We're real serious guys. I mean, we go out, we practice, we carry every day. We're warrior types. But that's not the average concealed carry holder. The average concealed carry holder, they go ahead and they take the class, they get their CPL, they buy a gun, and then it sits in their gun safe and they don't carry. Can I prove that? No, but that's my experience, and I give a lot of weight to my experience. Most people are not warriors. It's just not the way they are. The only thing that I could find online was a study done by the National Firearms Survey through University of Colorado and Harvard. And they said that 3 million people, according to their survey of 4,000 people, carry somewhere in America on a daily basis. And there were 18 million permits issued in the United States. That's according to Wikipedia, whatever weight you want to give that. So 18 million, out of those 18 million, only 3 million every day are carrying. That's 1/6 of the people licensed to carry on a daily basis. 16.66666%. And that's spread across 50 states. That's not a lot of people, folks. It's not near enough people. So what does that tell you? That tells you that it's quite possible that there wasn't a CPL holder in that Walmart. It's conceivable. It's possible. And there are a lot of other factors as well. I mean, just because you've got a gun and you've got a permit, that makes you a CPL holder, a concealed carrier. But that doesn't give you what it takes to stop a mass shooter. There's a lot of other things that come into play there. The bottom line is we need more good guys with guns to carry in the public forum on a daily basis. How can we do that? Well, we can start by getting rid of the gun-free zones. I don't know if that's ever going to happen. That would be a start. But even beyond that, if only 16% of us are carrying on a daily basis, that doesn't bode well. That tells me that 16% of us are warriors, and the rest, they have their concealed pistol license, or their CFP or the CCW, and it's just kind of like a teddy bear. They keep it in their pocket to help them feel good. That's not good enough. We need more concealed carry holders to carry on a daily basis. So, I would encourage you Let's start out with the military vets, right? What, 7.3% of us have been in the military? Start carrying. Carry on a daily basis. It has to be done. Encourage all your other concealed carry friends. Start carrying. Start carrying every single day. Because, if we don't stop these mass shooters, the government's going to feel incumbent to take it upon themselves. And how are they going to do it? They're going to do it with gun control. And the mass of sheep who vote will back them up. So start carrying. If you're not carrying, carry. Carry every single day. That's a start. Tomorrow, we're going to give you the second reason. We're going to talk about actually going up against the mass shooter. Okay, what do you need to prevail against the mass shooter? We're going to do that tomorrow. Until then, go get your gun, get your holster, get armed, get some training, go out and practice, okay? Get serious about this. That 16.6% has to be 100%. All right, folks, this is Skip Correll on Home Defense Show. Don't go anywhere. We will see you again tomorrow with reason number 2.